My bathroom prior to the remodel was 0% handicap accessible. The vanity that was there had a countertop, it was okay, but it didn't have the opening underneath for me to be able to go and sit up there and brush my teeth or comb my hair or anything like that. So I've lived here 7 years and I've never been able to do that. The bathroom itself was about a foot narrower, so it was very, very challenging to get any kind of wheelchair in here. I had a typical bathtub in there, and the only way that I was able to cleanse myself is I had a slidable shower bench where half of it was outside of the tub, the other half was inside the tub. My caregiver would lift me and put me onto the bench, and then I would slide into the tub. They would have to lift my legs. Then I would lock myself in position. Then I would lean forward and grab the handheld unit and literally shower myself as best as possible. When I was done, I would have to have somebody bring me a towel. I would dry off as best as possible, pad myself. Again, slide back out off the shower bench. Somebody would have to lift me and continue drying me off, and then put me into the wheelchair, wheel me back out, fight with the wheelchair just because we're trying to maneuver in here because it was so small. And that's basically what I did, you know. Same thing, you know, for toileting. If I had to go to the bathroom, somebody would, because I wasn't able to transfer myself, they would have to literally lift me from the chair. It would be too difficult to bring the chair into the bathroom to get onto the toilet, so they would lift me from outside the bathroom, carry me and bring me onto the toilet and do my thing. Things have changed. I went from 0% handicap accessible to now being 100% handicap accessible. The vanity, I can now, there's plenty of room underneath. I can pull up to it, get my legs under there, position my wheelchair, brush my teeth, comb my hair, shave, whatever I need to do. The bathroom itself is about a foot wider, so now I can go in there and maneuver my wheelchair. I can do 160 degrees, it's fine. It's now got a wheel-in shower where I don't use a wheelchair, but I use a shower chair. My caregiver just puts me into the chair, brings me into the shower. I mean, it literally is perfect because once I'm in the shower, I have a grasp bar where I can maneuver myself if needed. I can reach and grab all my hair essentials, whether it's the shampoo or the conditioner. I can sit and use the overhead shower. I use the handheld shower as well. I mean, it's great. It's absolutely great.
How did you get this paid for?
I had contacted the Department of Human Services for the state of Illinois. I'm a customer of theirs. And one of the things that they offer is doing home remodeling and renovation as preventative measures. I wasn't aware of that, and I started the process, actually it was a couple years ago, and eventually things started moving and going through. What they do is they contact 3 companies to come out and do the bidding, and then from there they decide, you know, which bid is going to be best, and then they contact the customer, which is me, and said, okay, here's what we're going to do. This is who the winning bidder is. They're going to contact you, and then go from there. I said, okay. There was this company called EHLS. Never heard of them. It's like, okay, whatever. And they came out. The salesman that came out, super sweet, super knowledgeable guy. He started talking about this, and we can do this, and we can do that. And it's like, oh my God, okay, awesome, cool, let's do it. And then after that, Mark, the general contractor, came out, and we met and talked, and again he started saying, well, we can try this, but I think this is going to be better, and he gave me all kinds of suggestions and thoughts to think about. Let's do this instead. And I was 1,000,000% impressed, number one, but also 1,000,000% happy, because you can see all the things that he suggested, he said, he did, worked out 100% perfect. Everything is great. There's not one thing in here that I would change or do differently. It's made my life so much easier from the standpoint of taking care of myself, helping to keep that independence. That's one of the hardest things that I've had to go through being in the condition I'm in. I've always been the volunteer, the caregiver, the helper, the doer, and now I'm on the other end of that. And that's the hardest thing that I've ever had to do is to ask for help. It's gotten easier. It's still not easy, but it's easier. I know what I can and can't do, and I know what my limitations are. And it had gotten pretty bad where just the everyday things that we all take for granted, taking a shower and doing this and doing that, I couldn't do anymore. It was 9 months from start to finish, not the fact that it took 9 months to do the bathroom, but before everything got approved and everything happened, I went 9 months without being able to take a shower the way that we all do. Once everything got approved by the state and EHLS got in here, it took 2 weeks to get everything done. The very first shower I took, even before that, the day before it was done, I came in here and I sat at the vanity and I just put my arms on there and I'm looking around. No exaggeration, I cried. It's like I've never experienced this. So when you never experience something and you're so happy, your emotions get the best of you. So I'm just looking around and I cried. A couple days later, after everything was done and everybody signed off on everything, I took my first shower in 9 months. I just sat in there and let the water run on me, and it's like, oh my God, this feels so awesome. And it was just great. It was just great. I don't think I've ever felt so good and been so happy to take a shower before. And I love it.
Very good.
I love everything about it.
Well, thank you very much, and we're proud to have helped you through this. And Mark, thank you very much too.
Oh, anytime.
Thank you.